And we are ready for 2-1 loss team. And we're underway on EA 5. And not much. The 23. Here come the Cardinals, and who leads them out.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL. Progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top notch. But now we're seeing his defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 5 catches, 51 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And a solid run down inside the 30. Again, Murray will keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. First carry for James Conner. And just nowhere to go for Conner. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Conner. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll dump this one off to Conner. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a deserved it more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out goes Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a man who will forever live with a heartbreak of throwing that interception on this field a few years back in Super Bowl 49. It's Russell Wilson.
Heartbreak for Russell Wilson and his Seattle teammates. How about climbing to the top of the mountaintop for Malcolm Butler, the rookie corner who made that play. Undrafted free agent. He makes one of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history with that interception and gives New England another world championship.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's White. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's complete. Okue-Bunam. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with counter. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got this down to the 35.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Murray going to hold on to it once more. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another third-down conversion. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. From the 3 now. Here they come on third and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escape. Murray fighting. Lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. The 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Murray giving to Connor on the option.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Sacked back around the 3-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action now. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, Wilson finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Wilson. This is White on the screen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On second and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Alberto there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To Connor on the check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A final shot before half for Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play action. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll run on 1st down. White runs through the contact. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with White. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Williams busts through the tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Williams running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Play fake. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Caught left side Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Murray now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. From the 31, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Wilson on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Now it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st. Broncos 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete. Okuebunam. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Joseph's got it. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football going back over to Arizona now. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got him in, it's Brown. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. To throw is Murray.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Murray to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Williams going to get it again on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, it's Williams. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense.